My name is Yogi Akal. Welcome to Sports Numerology. And today we're looking at one of the movers and shakers in the world of football, Eli Manning. This is a fascinating birthday. I've just looked at it right now for the very first time, and I'm startled by it. There's just so much to say about this interesting, fascinating personality. I'm going to make it simple. This is a person who was born without an ego and had to grow an ego, a personality, a character, an identity, and at some point we'll have to let all that go. That's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. But what a struggle to create yourself, instill it in the minds of others, and then have to let it all go. I'm not talking about death, I'm talking about to lose some of the ego that you've built. What an incredible process of life. What an incredible challenge to take on, and so creative. This is an artistic personality. This is a caring soul, but you must keep your heart open. Eli, you know this. When your heart is working, I'm not talking romance. I'm talking about this real center of you. When your center is centered, you are just phenomenal. And when you're more in your head, you're just a dope. You just say the dumbest things and do the dumbest things. You make mistakes, and people think you're not coming through for them properly. You're not saying what needs to be said. The way to be kind in your life is to be centered properly. You know the definition of relaxation. The definition of relaxation is to be awake, aware, alert, centered, conscious, prepared, and present in the midst of anything and everything. It doesn't mean taking a nap. Kindness applies the same way. In the midst of anything and everything, whether it's traffic or a team, whether it's waiting at the airport or waiting for somebody to tell you what you want them to tell you, you can't react. You are, in the end, a teacher. Not at the beginning, but at the end. And along the way, you are amassing knowledge. What a sensitive soul. What an intuitive soul. What an interesting and fascinating personality. And you've just gone through some of the hardest years of your life internally. And now you're out of it. So 2011, 2012, 2013, you're emerging. The hard stuff's over. But when the hard stuff is over, the light stuff becomes in some ways more challenging, because now the expectation level is higher. So I'm sorry for the losses you've encountered, but now it's time to build. Build this heart of yours, this centered self. Build this identity for yourself so that when you give up the ego around it, you'll know who you are. And right now, this very day, for you, Eli, and all the people who are around you, you must remember you have the opportunity for change that is positive, change that is leadership, change that involves perhaps being in a different country, in a different city. All of it positive. One more year with some ups and downs. It's okay. I don't care what anybody else thinks, nor should you. Just don't react to them. In 2013, you'll be exactly where you want to be. And by then, you should have made a lot more money than you've made now. If you're doing well now, that's nothing. You're a fascinating, fascinating human being. You've taken on a lot in very subtle ways in your life. It creates a kind of a genius. It's like a highly evolved computer. Make sure the operating system is working properly. That operating system for a human being is love. Even in the middle of the battle of football. That doesn't mean love your team or the ball. It means love in the way that people perceive you. They do, 49%. You've got to bring it up to 51. This has been Sports Numerology. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Comment right here, and don't forget to like, friend, fan, favorite, follow, and subscribe.